the live, unfiltered. Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Friday. Hey, ooh, man, sirens and everything. Hey, so this is just an impromptu live video on a Friday, but I thought that since, per the caption, since we just managed to survive going to the grocery store on Friday afternoon before New Year's Eve, what the hell were we thinking? That I would show you guys a peek at what we got at the store. Because I feel like many of you, myself included, Kevin and me, we're getting ready to like launch into that time of year where we're really focusing on eating clean and making better choices with our food after the whole holiday bonanza. And that starts with what you put in your cabinets and what you put in your fridge. So we went to the store together today and did a shopping load up, I guess you'd say, on healthy stuff. So I wanted to show you guys what we got and kind of walk you through what our general plan is for eating in the first week of the new year. So before I show you guys what we got, we laid it out on the counter here. I just wanted to say, right, so we're feeding a household of 2 people, and today we spent what, 140 bucks?
Yep, about 140.
About 140 bucks for 2 people for the week. And that'll include all the meals that we have at home for lunch and dinners and snacks, but doesn't include us like going out to dinner on Friday night, or doesn't include any like wine or anything like that. So I just wanted to give you guys a realistic idea of, hey Kevin!
How are you?
Realistic idea of like what the cost is. So I know a lot of you guys have kids, a lot of you guys have like picky eaters in the house, so obviously keep in mind that, you know, we're not dealing with those particular challenges, but not to say that you couldn't use this as like a base for your plan and then adapt it and tweak it for your kids, okay? All right, so let's do this. Let's keep this short. I'm gonna start over here. Ooh, wow, that light is amazing, isn't it? All right, so I'm gonna flip this around. Okay, here's our kitchen. And here is the entirety of our haul. Okay, everything that you see laid out on the counter here is what we, oops, I'm covering the microphone, is what we just got. So I'm just going to walk you through from this side to that side what we typically do with this. But first thing I wanted to point out is what you're going to see is that we don't have anything on here that is processed. This is an unprocessed food plan that we follow. And so what that means is that you're not seeing any crackers, you're not seeing any breads, you're not seeing anything that is white flour based, and the reason for that is that from a health standpoint, it's just simply more sustainable for your body if you avoid those type of things, okay? So first section is the meat section. We are somewhat carnivores, right? So what we do typically for a week is we plan out in advance some things that we can prepare for lunches and snacks and quick things to grab, and then we also have some things that we cook like that evening. By the way, Kevin does all the cooking. Thank God, he's great at it. I'm not great at it. So what we do every week is we usually get some sort of meats. We'll get like chicken breasts or breast tenders. We'll get hamburger meat, and we will grill those all up in advance of the week so that we have these, you know, seasoned and in the fridge just to grab for either a protein at lunch or throw on a salad or whatever. And then Kevin makes up a bunch of burgers, so same thing. I like to just grab a burger, put my toppings on it, skip the bun, and that makes a great lunch. The other hamburger meat is to make meatballs. He makes amazing meatballs and spaghetti sauce, homemade. Shout out to Kevo. And then like one of the nights, some of the nights at home, we'll cook dinner and he'll grill up some pork chops or these awesome lamb chop loins or whatever they are. But anyway, the point here is we get a couple of meat options for cooking live at dinner time, and then a couple more options for cooking ahead of time, okay? This milk is something that we probably haven't bought in like 2 years, but we bought a little jug of milk because we're gonna have cornbread, homemade, on New Year's Day. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to cornbread. Okay, so something else we always do is we always get 2 dozen eggs and at least boil up, hard boil, 1 dozen. This is a fantastic mid-morning snack and just super easy if you're hungry and you don't want to sit down and have a whole meal. The other dozen you might use for actually making breakfast type stuff. Okay, moving on into the veggie section. There's a lot of veggie and fruit section. Hey Kev, can you turn the heat down? I'm like boiling. All right, same concept here, guys. We get options for cooking ahead and also cooking live at dinner time. So like this as an example is an acorn squash. It's super simple. You just chop it up, take out the seeds, throw it on the grill. It's freaking delicious. It has like a natural sweet flavor. Red potatoes are also super easy. You don't even have to peel them. Just chop them up, toss them in some oil and some herbs, usually rosemary, throw them in the oven for 30-40 minutes and they're fantastic. I always like to chop up a cucumber, toss it with some balsamic vinegar as like a crunchy afternoon snack or part of a salad. And lately we've gotten into this thing of grilling and blistering peppers. So we got a couple pepper options. What Kevin has started doing with these is, let's see here, de-seeding them, throwing them in a bag with some olive oil, salt and pepper, right? And then throwing them on the grill so that they get this like black char on the outside, like really blistering them up. And they are so good. You just throw them next to any protein. We had peppers and lamb chops just the other night, and it was so good we got them again. Okay, more veggies, right? Asparagus, fresh asparagus. If you've ever eaten canned asparagus, oh my God. I know I ate those a bunch when I was a kid and they gross me out to no end now. But if you get fresh ones, they're really crispy and you can, again, do them just like the potatoes. Toss them in some olive oil, throw them in the oven for like 20 minutes maybe. And they come out kind of crispy but really flavorful. Okay, so that's all stuff we would cook for dinner. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are like a mainstay in our diet. We bake all these up at the beginning of the week. Just wrap them in tin foil, throw them in the oven 400 and bake them until they're soft. And then we slice them lengthwise in half and stick them in Tupperware in the fridge. And then again, that becomes like an easy pairing for lunch. Grab a couple chicken tenders, grab a half sweet potato, microwave it all, and you're good to go. 5 minutes. Okay. Tomatoes, got those for like, I like to do, I'm not a huge fan of lettuce. So what I like to do is I like to just chop up like a cucumber and some tomato, toss it in the oil and vinegar, and it makes like a lettuceless salad. That way I still get veggies, but I don't have to eat lettuce. Next up is this huge freaking bag of kale. Okay, kale is yummy and really good for you. But it's not something that I would necessarily recommend that you eat raw if you're not used to eating a lot of green vegetables because it's pretty dang tough. So what Kevin does actually is we have a dehydrator and he'll throw this in the dehydrator and he'll throw it in the dehydrator and then sticks it in the freezer actually in a bag. I'll show you. We're almost out. All right, so this is his dehydrated kale. Doesn't that look funny and suspicious? But basically what he'll do then is he throws it into his shake in the morning. We have a Shakeology shake every morning. But that way it doesn't go bad, David, to your point. When you dehydrate it, it doesn't go bad and you still get the benefit of it. You're not like cooking out the nutrients. Okay. We got some radishes this time for a little spice and crunch in the salad department. Those we'll just eat fresh and top things with it. We got a bunch of nuts, guys. We always keep nuts on hand. This time we got walnuts and pecans. Usually we also have almonds, maybe cashews, all kinds of nuts. These are such a good healthy fat, and as long as you eat them in moderation, you're not going to gain weight from eating them. But they're awesome to throw on. They're actually awesome to crush up and like top a vegetable with it, you know, to make the flavor a little more interesting. To top a piece of protein with it, put it on a salad, whatever. Have it as a snack. You can do anything with nuts. I always recommend having them around. Okay, we're almost done. Sorry it's taking forever. All right, fruit. We always like to have some kind of fruit in the house. This week is actually strawberries, blueberries, oranges, and then Kevin gets some frozen blueberries again to put in his shake. Oh, and grapes. Oh, and bananas. So for those of you guys that know us, you know that we both have a Shakeology every morning. And so both of us typically put like half a banana in it. Kevin likes some blueberries in his, and then obviously the kale I mentioned earlier. But so having those foods consistently in the house allows you to like just keep that as part of your routine. But for snacks, and for me specifically for like late night sweets cravings, I like to have either strawberries or some grapes in the house, or maybe even an orange. These are really good right now. They're in season. So that you can have a sweet flavor at night, but not necessarily like ice cream or chocolate, which keeps me awake. That kind of thing. So usually at night, if I'm craving something sweet, I'll go toward berries, just because they're tasty and sweet. Okay. That's the fruit stuff. Last little bit here, sorry, we have some Mo veggies. Brussels sprouts, we always get these. We usually probably have these once a week, but you just peel them a little bit, roast them just like the, should put them over here, I guess. Just like the asparagus. These are like our dinner time side items. Just roast them. They're so good with, what do you put on them? Olive oil, salt and pepper. Really simple spices, guys. Once you get used to eating this way, they taste so much better without a whole bunch of crap on them. Some nights we'll steam some broccoli up. And then these Kevin is actually going to put into a beef stew that we have in the beef loin thing that we have in the freezer. Or, you know, you can peel them and just roast them up, or you can use these as a snack. Stick some almond butter on them. It's so good. It's like going back to your childhood. Okay, last stuff, y'all. We always have avocados as long as they're not out of season. Lately they've been kind of crappy, so hopefully these will be good. But avocado is another one of my favorites to have as just like a healthy fat with your protein. Put it in that lettuceless salad or just eat it on the side of anything, really. I love avocado. We love coffee around here. And then this is one of the few canned / processed things that we get. We get regular old Hunt's no salt tomato sauce and paste. And that's what Kevin uses as the base of his amazing homemade spaghetti sauce. That's what we put the meatballs in. And then this is something I haven't gotten in ever, I guess really, is finally I found unsweetened shredded coconut. So many recipes that I found call for unsweetened coconut. It's great to like sprinkle on the berries as an example, to like make it even more flavorful. You can put it in your shakes. You can do whatever with it. I'm excited to try and use this. But that's it, guys. Kevin's already putting the haul away, so my efficient noisemaker. In this background. But that's it. I don't know how long this video has been on, so I'm going to cut it off. But that's the stuff that we get, right? Almost all of it is fresh, and I know it looks like a lot of food, and it looks like a lot of food that could potentially go bad. And I'll be the first to tell you that I have rotted many a crisper full of fresh, awesome food and just let it rot because I didn't practice eating this way. I thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, I'd go to the grocery store and I'd buy all the right stuff, and then I'd get home and I'd be like, I don't know what to do with this. You know, I've got all this food and I have nothing to eat. Anybody ever felt that way? So it really is just getting in the habit of eating the basic. It's so basic, right? Pick a protein, pick a veggie, pick a starch. Protein, veggie, starch. Protein, veggie, veggie, right? I mean, you just keep it so basic and you get your body trained to where these foods are actually what you crave. And the preparation becomes easier the more you do it. I know in our health and fitness accountability groups that we run, we provide our team and our clients with meal plan examples on like how to eat this way so that you don't do that. So that you don't go to the grocery store and buy, you know, $200 worth of stuff and then it all rots in your fridge, right? Because like I said, I've done that. I did that for like 15 years. So that's it. I'm going to cut this off, but if you guys have any questions, post them below. And I think in the first week or two of January, I'm actually going to run a free clean eating group that will, for somebody who's brand new to eating like this, it'll walk you through like how to get started, what to shop for. This is what we shopped for, but that's obviously not all there is at the store. And then how to go about making a meal plan for the week for yourself using that stuff. So again, you don't waste the money and let it decay in your fridge. All right, guys. Well, hopefully this was helpful or maybe insightful. And we'll see you guys in the new year for a bunch of clean eating. All right. See ya. Peace. Happy Friday.